Young Elias, a shepherd boy whose voice often went unheard and whose presence was easily overlooked in his bustling village, spent his days high in the lonely hills. His only companions were the patient sheep and the sighing wind. One afternoon, while searching for a stray lamb near a crumbled rock face, his fingers brushed against something startlingly smooth and cool, brushing away centuries of dirt. He unearthed a simple band of dark metal, surprisingly heavy, set with a large, strangely opaque gemstone that seemed to swallow the light rather than reflected. Its surface held swirling depths, like captured storm clouds. Yet it felt strangely warm against his palm that night. Huddled by his meager fire in the stone shepherd's hut, Elias absent-mindedly twisted the ring on his finger. As he did so, the ancient gem seemed to pulse faintly, and the worn metal grew warm. He glanced towards the door, thinking he heard a noise, only to see his reflection waver and fade in the polished metal bucket nearby. Panicked, he rushed outside into the moonlit clearing, calling for his dog. The loyal hound, Bran, ran right past him, sniffing the ground frantically. Whining in confusion, Elias waved his hands, shouted, jumped up and down a euro. But Bran looked straight through him, utterly unaware the ring hadn't made him vanish. It had made him unseen, unheard, utterly disconnected. At first, the power felt intoxicating. Elias wandered the village square. Unseen amidst the market bustle, he heard unguarded conversations, secrets whispered, saw small kindnesses and petty cruelties unfold. As if observing a play, he could slip anywhere, take anything. A warm loaf from the baker's stall, a shiny coin dropped carelessly, yet the initial thrill quickly curdled into a profound, aching loneliness. He watched families laugh together, friends clap each other on the back, lovers share shy glances, and the invisible wall between him and these simple human moments grew heavier than stone. He was a ghost in his own life, adrift in a silent world. The breaking point came one rainy evening. Shivering and unseen near the tavern's glowing windows, Elias watched Old Man Hemlock, the woodcarver who had always gruffly shooed him away, carefully leave a warm woolen blanket and a small loaf of bread on the doorstep of a sick widow's cottage. Hemlock glanced around furtively, ensuring no one saw his act of quiet kindness. Overwhelmed by the simple decency performed without witness or reward, Elias choked back a sob. The raw emotion made him clumsy. As he stumbled back in the mud, his hand struck a rock. The ring flew off his finger, the dark gem catching a fleeting glimmer of lamplight before vanishing into the churning mud of the ditch. Frantic, Elias scrabbled in the freezing muck, his hands numb, his heart pounding with a terror far greater than any hero known. While invisible, losing the ring meant losing its power, yes, but more terrifyingly, it meant potentially being trapped forever in that unbearable void. Truly lost, he dug until his fingers bled, tears mixing with the rain on his face, whispering desperate pleas to the uncaring night. Exhausted and utterly defeated, covered head to toe in cold filth, he collapsed by the roadside, the horrible permanence of his isolation crashing over him like a wave. He was unseen, and now, perhaps, unreachable. Dawn found Elias huddled, shivering and miserable, near the village well. The first woman to draw water that morning gasped, not in fear of his muddy, disheveled appearance, but in concern. Elias? Boy, what in the world happened to you? You look half drowned. Her voice, sharp with worry, pierced the fog of his despair. He looked up, startled. She saw him. She rushed over, calling for others. Hands reached out, pulling him up, fetching a blanket, offering warm cider. They fussed over his scraped hands, asked about his lost sheep, clucked sympathetically about his dreadful night. Each touch, each word, was a lifeline thrown to a drowning soul. He was seen, he was here. Elias never found the gemstone. He returned to the hills, to his sheep and his dog Bran, who greeted him with frantic, joyful barks. Life resumed its simple rhythm, yet everything was different. The warmth of the sun felt deeper, the sound of the wind in the grass sweeter, the taste of shared bread richer. He no longer lurked unseen. He joined the villagers, offered help, shared stories, his voice gradually finding its place. He learned that true connection wasn't about being hidden or taking, but about being present, vulnerable, And Open the Ring's true curse wasn't invisibility. It was the illusion that one could live meaningfully without the messy, beautiful necessity of being seen by others. The lost gem remained buried, but Elias had found something infinitely more precious: his place in the visible, caring world.